preparations are underway in Mayport as Hurricane Irma approaches. First Coast News reporter Brittany Dion joins us live with the details from Mayport.
Hey there, Jeannie. Well, actually, I am at our secondary location, but we'll get to that in just a few minutes. I spent the afternoon at Mayport where they are preparing for Hurricane Irma. Right now, there are about 10 ships docked there at Mayport. And if the order is given for those ships to head out to sea during the storm, all of the sailors that are on board those ships will have to go with them, leaving their families behind. That's why personnel on the base are urging the sailors to communicate their plans with their families and prepare ahead of this storm. We cannot stress that enough. Take a look at this video that we shot earlier from the base. Officials there are telling us that they dealing with Hurricane Matthew last year gave them an opportunity to get some of the kinks out of their plans on how they plan to prepare the military families to either evacuate or hunker down there on base. Fortunately, Mayport says they fared pretty well with Hurricane Matthew. They're hoping that Irma does not do as much damage, but again, they're urging the families there to prepare to avoid a rush to get their families to safety, which we know can all lead to some sort of panic. Now, like the rest of Florida, Mayport officials are keeping a watchful eye on Hurricane Irma. Officials tell us they plan to attend several briefings throughout the week to see exactly what they need to do. Now, as I said earlier, there are about 10 ships docked at Mayport right now. The other ships are out on voyages not related to Irma. The decision to move ships out to sea depends on what Irma decides to do. Officials tell us that it is a costly decision, but that it will not be taken lightly to make that decision, and it will happen if necessary. Take a listen.
Mayport, Jacksonville in general is not a safe harbor for any vessel when we have a high wind event that comes on, so we need to get them out of the basin. At sea is a better place for them to be.
A lot of our families live in military housing here, and military housing is surrounded by water, and so you know, we have to be very forthright with them about the time to evacuate if that time comes.
Now, no orders for evacuation have been given for Mayport. Of course, we're going to keep an eye on that base as well and give you all of that information if an evacuation order does come down or if they do plan to send any ships out to sea. Now, Jeannie, like I was talking about earlier, where I am right now, we at First Coast News are definitely preparing for us to stay safe as well. I'm in our secondary location at FSCJ at their Southside campus. This is where we will come if we have to leave our normal headquarters downtown Jacksonville, because we want to stay safe while we try to help get you all the information at home that we can possibly give you to keep your family safe as well. Reporting live from the Southside, I'm Brittany Dion, First Coast News.